Hey guys, happy Tuesday. So, today we're doing a bit of a review, and then you're going to work on this skill. So, we are working on point of view. So, to remind you of point of view, we have first, second, and third person. Now, you haven't seen a whole lot of second, but you've seen a whole lot of first. Remember, first person, it was told by a character in the story. Now, the keywords we're looking for are I, me, and we. And the other one you're really familiar with is third person. This narrator is not part of the story. Now, usually this narrator will be omniscient or all knowing, or at least kind of all knowing. They might not know everything, but they see the big picture, right? So, the key words in a third person would be he, she, and names of people. So if you see a lot of wording saying, if you see parentheses and someone said, I don't like this, he said, he got very angry and stormed off. Notice I'm using he, right? Or she got really happy and started dancing. I'm using she. Or Elliot got so happy that he danced a jig. Da, 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 da. Don't judge me. Okay, so those are third person. Now, okay, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so I have a story for you today. But first, let's look at some ground rules. So, what we have here is I have some sentence frames because as we read our story today, you are going to be seeing through a certain type of point of view. I bet you can guess what kind once you start reading. You can refer back to the anchor chart. But let's look at this page first before we get into the reading, okay? So we have our sentence frames. And sentence frames, we use those to model examples of questions you ask yourself as you consider the perspectives of the characters. That means, like, you consider what they're thinking, how they're feeling, how they interact in the story, right? So, for example, I am thinking of this part of the story from the point of view of, and then you choose a character and you think about, how would they be feeling right now? How would they be reacting? Are they reacting the same way I would in this situation? Next one. As a character, I think. You put yourself in that character. So if it's a prince, as the prince, I am thinking this right now. Right? You put yourself in their shoes. And another frame, as the prince, a question I have is, like, what kind of questions would this person have, right? If you put yourself in the character, it's going to be so much easier for you to understand the story. Okay? Now, your independent working time today. You have been given a copy of The Princess Mouse, which we're going to look at, to each pair of students. Y'all got it. Okay. Now, you will read The Princess Mouse with a partner. So, parent, guardian, older brother, older sister. A copy of the Circle Points of View handout. Don't worry about that part. Okay. Actually, worry about that part. I made something for you. So, also remind everyone to use the sentence frames if they need help getting started. So, if you need help, even like thinking about this character and how they would be feeling, use these as you read or reread if you need to. You will choose two characters to focus on in the worksheet. Remember to leave space where you can record your own thoughts and perspective about the story. Dum dum. Okay, now let's get to the story. So here are the two sheets you will have. You have the Princess Mouse, and you have our Princess Mouse POV. All right, so this is the circle of viewpoints. Once you are done reading, you will think about the characters and their perspectives in a specific part of the story. Jot down some notes in the graphic organizer about their points of view. Remember, you're worried about their points of view. How are they feeling, right? Then record your own point of view. What did you think of the story? You're a participant in this too. You're reading it. So you'll choose one character, point A. You'll choose a second character, point B. You will then, and Mr. Herring is going to put that in there for you. There you go. You'll choose the characters. You'll write them down. And what you're going to do is you will then write some details about their point of view from them, right? So if I were to choose the Princess Mouse as my first character, I would write down some details in here about her point of view, right? That's what you would be doing. Same over here, and then your perspective. Got it? Okay. So while we're reading The Princess Mouse, pay really close attention. If you need to, stop. Think about it. Ask your parent, ask your brother, ask your sister. Get on the Zoom with Mr. Herring. Do it. Okay, so as you read, you're going to be able to tell what kind of point of view the whole story is in, but you'll also need to be thinking of those questions from our sentence frames, okay? And those are important. Now, here are some questions to kind of help you. Now, use what you read to answer questions below. What are some of the differences between Miko and his older brother? So these are characters. If you can find some differences between them, that will help you when you are considering the character's point of view. Now, which of the things that happen in the story might actually happen? Ooh, which could not happen and why? Okay? Very interesting. That can also help us with our point of view. And have you ever had a friend you were worried no one else would like? What did you do? This helps you be involved in the story. Okay? Think about these questions. Okay? And you can answer them. These are really here to help you, just like the sentence frames are. Okay? These help you digest the information. Kind of like a big burger. You go, don't get it on your face. Okay? All right. If you have any questions, join me. But I will be attaching both the Princess Mouse, the point of view, sentence frames, and the point of view circle. This is what I want to see work on. Okay? Don't just put one sentence. I want to see a few sentences. You're jotting down notes. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you need any help, please join me on my Zoom. If you have any questions, please join me